this shirt like got bigger, which has never happened to me before. Like clothes of mine always shrink in the washing machine, and which I'm fine with, but this is like too big. I'm like, how do I get it back to like the size that I remember it? But now I feel like I'm wearing like a pillowcase or something. So first time at a pride parade, honestly, wow, so cool. So let me get into it. So I've never gone to a pride parade until now, and a lot of people have asked like why, or like why being 20 did you finally go to a pride parade? And it just like hasn't really worked out in a lot of ways. Like I was in a place when it was happening at a different time or stuff like that, and then I remember like before I came out I was always afraid. Like I remember I was talking to people before I came out, and like to people who were already out that were going to pride, and they're like, do you want to come with me? And I was afraid. Like I was afraid to go. And even now, like going for my first time, I was a little bit afraid to go, not like for anything bad, like for any bad reason, just because I've never been to one of these things. But I was so pleasantly surprised. Basically, the Pride Parade was happening in the central part of Panama City, around Cinta Costera, which is the beautiful ocean front, and through the streets of Casco Viejo, which Casco Viejo is the coolest part of the city. It's just so beautiful. It's lots of little narrow, pretty streets, and I just think what a cool place to have a parade. So we got there a little bit late because we were busy on the other side of the country ziplining. That's gonna be a badass video. I'm so excited for that, but that'll come afterwards. But we got to the streets, and it was kind of the tail end of the parade. But when I got there, you know, I've always seen it in the pictures, I've seen it in the videos about being open, about being friendly, about the community, about pride parades and what they really are, and just a safe space. It's one giant safe space in the middle of the city for several hours, which is just so nice. And I saw it, like, I saw so many couples just holding hands. I saw people dressed in so many different colors. Everyone was so colorful, not just with the actual flags, but just with themselves. It was just a whole colorful event. You see people just, I've never seen such real smiles of people who were just so happy to be themselves, to be around people that were understanding and friendly and supportive of them. And it was so beautiful, it was so sweet. You know, I saw guys and guys holding hands, girls and girls holding hands. It was so cute. I saw lots of dads and lots of moms with their kids, which I think is great, because a lot of times, like, for some people like that I've met, like a lot of times some parents don't want to tell their kids about homosexuality or anything on the spectrum of LGBTQ plus types of people, and they want to wait until they get older. Some parents are very open with it, and some kids are very understanding of what it is. And so I guess it's kind of, it depends on the parent, like what they choose to do with their kids, but I think it's really sweet. It was really sweet to see kids there with waving the flags, with their parents supporting it, and it was really nice. I saw dogs. It was so cute to see people with their dogs. Some of the dogs were adorable, and like just like they had like little rainbow capes, or like little rainbow like unicorn like horns or something like that, which was super nice. There were lots of cars with people on top of them, a lot of people in drag, or people dressed very like funky, but I'm just like, go you, like you look awesome, like. And it's just like, it was beautiful. The people were beautiful. The atmosphere, the energy was so vibrant and colorful and sweet. And it was really nice. So we got to the tail end of the parade, and we kind of just followed it towards the end. And there was like a truck playing like a lot of reggaeton and like fun music. So we were all like jamming out, like dancing, and it was super fun. Everybody, like strangers, like were just like dancing along with us. People were smiling, taking all sorts of photos, just holding hands, hugging, kissing, and it was beautiful. And it was very crowded. It's pretty crowded, yeah, but I didn't mind, and I didn't see any fights, any drama. Like with a lot of times with crowded events, people push, or people like get lost and they can't find somebody. No, everybody was there to help each other. Everybody was there to love and support each other, which was really sweet. It was so nice. And so we're following the parade, and it was just fun. Like there was like lots of music, and everyone was jamming out and just like being themselves and being open and free, and it was really sweet. And then we get to so the parade ends, and then we get to where they have this park, where they have the stage. And a lot of pride parades, they have a whole parade with different shows, and then they have like a central park or a venue where they have a stage, and they have people come and speak and stuff like that. And it's an event. Like there's food and there's music, and there's stands where there's like groups you can join, things you can do to get involved, which was really nice. And so we get to the park, and it was just so beautiful. The whole theme of it was Si hay amor, hay familia. I'm really happy that my first pride parade was in a Latin country, because, you know, culturally it's difficult. It's a big cultural thing too with Latin American countries. It's a lot more closed off. a lot of people are less accepting in Latin countries, and it's sort of just a cultural thing. And it's just, I was surprised at how many people turned up in the streets of Panama that were so supportive and open and friendly about the whole LGBTQ plus community. And it is a very big community in Latin America, and it's great too, because Latins are so passionate, they're so loving, they're so friendly and festive and romantic, and to see that and to see the LGBTQ plus community represented in that way as well was wonderful. It was so nice. So si hay amor, hay familia. There were lots of people speaking, and then there was music.
Estoy tan contenta de estar con ustedes, estoy tan feliz. Me siento parte de una comunidad maravillosa. Tú eres perfecto exactamente como eres y te mereces todo lo mejor. Y aquí estamos para ti, siempre. Te amamos y te queremos y cada día somos más los que lo hacemos. Y ahora vamos a tener una fiesta maravillosa para celebrarte. Ay, amor, la verdad es que todo es amor, abundancia y amor.
Yeah, so I was with all of my friends, and it was great too, because a lot of my friends are straight, and we all went together, and it didn't matter. Like, you can go and just like be supportive of your friends, of your family that do affiliate with the community, which was really, really nice. And so we weren't there for very long, and then like the club scene and the party scene and the restaurants all sort of revolve around Pride for that weekend. Like, everybody does all sorts of things. The clubs are pretty busy and everything, so I ended up not really going to anything, and that wasn't the point. Like, I wasn't trying to go to try and meet somebody. I was just going to sort of like get my feet wet, like really learn about what it's like to go to an event like that, and it was really inspiring. Like, and lately too, just with Pride Month and just with my experience in Panama, like I want to help. Like, I really want to make a difference. Like, I've never really recognized a whole lot of pride, and I realize that also ties into what pride means to me. And what pride means to me is, so kind of an example, like I'm really busy, I'm stressed about like classes, and I gotta study, and then I'm thinking about my groceries and my laundry, and then like I'm talking about like stuff I'm gonna be doing with my friends, and then randomly like somehow it trickles in where it's like, oh, like you're gay, or I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I am. And I have to stop and just like think about it. Sure, it's so big, but I have to stop and like think about it and just like, oh yeah, like I am gay. Like, I kind of forget sometimes, like, and you know, that's kind of what pride means to me. And so to explain on that, like, how does that, like, what, like, Felipe, what is that pride to you? Like, let me explain. Like, what pride means to me is that, oh yeah, like, I am gay. And you know, I'm so fortunate and so blessed that I've reached that point in my life where it just kind of fades into the background, where it just is so normal, and just nobody cares, and like, and nobody recognizes that. And people, it's very normal for people to ask me like, oh, any new guys in your life or something like that, and it's just not a big deal. Like, for so many years I was so afraid of it being a big deal, and that's what pride is to me. Pride for me is that I've been so blessed and fortunate that I've reached that point in my life where it's just one tiny part of me. And so many people don't get to have that. So many people eat themselves away at night. So many people are afraid. So many people never get to vocalize that part of who they are, which again is one part. It's one part of a person. And another thing too, like, I've had really good experiences with straight people and really bad experiences with straight people, just the same way I've had really good experiences with gay people and really bad experiences with gay people. Like, and in that way, it is one part of you, and you still have a responsibility to live a life with good ethical values and with good virtues. And so I just wanted to clarify that as well, that in the whole picture, it's just one part of a person. And that's what I love, is that, you know, everyone still has so much they offer to the world, and to have that one part of what makes you be so discriminated and judged and hated on is just, it's so sad. It breaks my heart that so many people get kicked out of the house, get ignored, get bullied, get harassed. And I feel bad. I feel bad sometimes that I'm like, my life is, I feel like I'm too privileged with so many things in my life, and I feel like I have almost a responsibility to try and make a difference with that. And I realize I do. Like, and I've really come to love and learn so much about the LGBTQ plus community that I haven't learned about recently in the past couple years. Like, when I go back to college, like, I'm gonna join Pride in my university, and like, I want to see if I can become a mentor. I want to start talking to more people, learning about people's stories, helping people. Like, I want to make a difference. I really want to make a difference. And that's really it, honestly. It's just, that's what pride is to me. Pride is about, it's about loving yourself, recognizing that it's one part of you, an important part, but a really beautiful one. And what you do with the rest of your life is up to you. You know, there's continuously more and more progress in the world, and there will continuously be more and more discrimination, but with every pride parade, with every event, with every ounce of love and affection from one another, and support amongst the community too, that's another big thing, that we gotta support each other with that, really. But I know that so much progress has been made, and it will continue to be made, and I wanna be a part of that now, you know? I've been absolutely loving my time in Panama. It's been so surreal, so beautiful, so breathtaking, so enriching, and there's been more and more adventures still that I'm going to be going on, but I hope you guys have enjoyed the recent videos that have been coming out, and this was definitely a milestone for me, and one big adventure that I truly do admire so much. And I just feel so blessed and so happy, just not only with pride and with that, but just with my life and just how everything has been lately with me. And my first experience at a Pride Parade is absolutely, definitely not the last for me, really. It was amazing, and I'm so, so happy.